Hey God Gamers, it's K-Wing here. It's time for another exclusive video review. Yes, the rumors are true. K-Wing Reviews has a PlayStation 3, and just in time. I've been a huge fan of fighting games since way back during Street Fighter 2. However, the Tekken series has caught my attention for about the past decade now. Namco Bandai has released the 6th installment of the series, but just because this is an HD Tekken game doesn't mean it's the best in the series. Still, this game is definitely worth checking out, but don't take my word for it, watch the review. The game takes place after Gen 1, the King of Iron Fist Tournament 5. A rival faction of the Tekken Force has invaded the G Corporation, and thus our story unfolds and a new King of Iron Fist tournament is set in motion. Tekken 6 is a fighting game, but not just any fighting game, rather a game that focuses on real street fighting. Here, players actually need to think about what moves to use against your opponent as opposed to massive combos and over-the-top special moves. The console game adaptation of the game is almost a year late, which is odd for the Tekken games. Tekken 6 Blood Rebellion released in the arcades December of 2008 and released on both the PS3 and 360 on October 27th of 2009. Tekken 6 consists of lots of modes of play. You have online and offline modes. Online has a lot of variety compared to the last Tekken game. Actually, this may come as a shocker to you guys, but I don't have any footage that I can show of online matches that I participated in. Not that I totally sucked them or anything, but I had so much fun playing that I forgot to record footage of it, so total ADD moment, folks. So let's move on to the next category. Tekken 6 has a lot of options for people who can't play online too. Campaign mode is the story aspect of the game, and players begin with a character named Lars. The game is actually laid out like the Tekken Force or Devil Within modes. It's a shameless beat-em-up. Arcade mode has your character going through the paces and fighting. I'm not even gonna bother. Multiplayer is just as epic as always, and time trial is just as it sounds. Tag team mode lets players team up with another character and fight other characters. Ghost is a new mode, and it is intense because players fight wicked smart AI fighters. New to the Tekken series is the ability to block automatically by standing still. Rage mode happens when the player is low on health, and it's because of the bond system. Tekken 6 also has new fighters, and they are Bob, Jack 6, Leo, Miguel, and Zefina. Lars and Alicia are both from Bloodlines. Tekken 6 is not your traditional fighting game and not a button masher either. Actually, the game requires players to play mind games with your opponents and to be constantly on your guard. You can easily take out a skilled player with some well-placed sweep kicks, just like in a real street fight. Of course, online, your rivals may whine at you and be like, "Oh, you only use sweeps, you're cheap." My response would be, this game has no rules. Blocking has always been an important element to past Tekken games, but now players can block automatically by just standing still. Although you'll need to guard your legs by pressing down and back. The environments have some fully destructible qualities to them, so now players can smash other players through walls, ceilings, and continue to fight elsewhere on the stage. Pretty cool. Another new addition to Tekken 6 is the Rage system. Very similar to Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. In this mode, players' hits are stronger, although you can only trigger Rage when your health is very low. The other new addition to the system is, of course, Juggling. Just like Soul Calibur, players can juggle your opponents in the air, and I have mixed feeling about this being in Tekken. In order to juggle, players have to activate the bond system, which allows you to get a lot of hits on your rivals before they hit the ground. The following is just some minor complaints I have with this game. I really don't like the bond system because there's no way to block it at all. When your rival's using this move on you, your character will hit the ground so hard that they bounce back up, and then they will quickly do a series of juggling moves against you, making the matches much harder for you to win unless you know how to juggle yourself. I don't like where Namco is going with the Tekken series. It's becoming no different than Street Fighter, Soul Calibur, or Dead or Alive. Tekken 6 seems to have a lot of load times as well, which I'm kind of surprised by, considering this is a, quote, next generation game. It just seems to have a lot of load times, especially even after you download the version for the PS3. There's still load times. There are load times when you pick a character stage, when you start a match, after an online match, everywhere. The other beef I have with this game is that the Egyptian dragon thingy will beat your butt. Up until this point, this game was actually a lot of fun. However, once fighting the dragon and getting pwned time and time again, let's just say I threw so many tantrums that Donald Duck would be envious of. This is how my arcade scores plummeted and my losses piled up. While online play is great, that doesn't mean the experience is the best. Most of the elite online Tekken players use repetitive and cheap moves to win over and over again. They spam the crap out of you with Law's flip kicks, Jin's punch combo, and they never really change things up. I hate it when online players do that. The last thing is the campaign mode. While I did enjoy the pointless beat-em-up action of Tekken 5, this part of the game got way beyond repetitive. It's more of the same with a different backdrop every time and a different boss fight. Although a lot of enemies look different, which is a good thing, but this mode still got boring really fast. First off, Tekken 6 has finally overcome the online issues that plagued Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection Online. From what I've been able to play, I haven't really noticed any lag whatsoever, which is awesome. Even though lots of online players are master spammers, I did have a blast playing for hours with my best friend in Rhode Island. The customization has been improved significantly since Tekken 5 on both the PS2 and PS3. Giving players more variety and chances to improve your character's appearance, which I love. The graphics in this game look so good that you'll need an HD set to take full advantage of the visual spectacle. The gameplay is solid and what you would come to expect of the series, so I like it. The character roster in this game is equally as impressive as always. My favorite characters to play as is Raven from Tekken 5, Lee because he reminds me of Jackie Chan, and my main, Martial Law, because he not only looks awesome, but he's Bruce Lee. To change things up for this game, your fighters have a few awesome new moves, and Namco even brought back some classic abilities too. Being able to block automatically is a welcome addition, and much easier to grab or counterattack your opponent. I honestly love the new Ghost Mode too. Now, don't be confused by Ghost Mode in Super Mario Kart, it's nothing like it. Actually, Ghost Mode is the toughest and smartest AI that you will fight in this entire game, and you will spend hours playing it because they are awesome matches. All in all, Tekken 6 was just an amazing game. While I hate the new juggle mode and load times, everything else about this game is excellent. It has great gameplay, as always, lots of fighters, almost endless unlockable content. The language changed based on the character's nationality, the music is sick like always, great character models, decent environments, cool new abilities, rich online experience, insane multiplayer, and it's just a fun game. So, GotGame.com gives Tekken 6 for the PS3 and 360 an 8.7 out of 10. Well, that wraps up another review for GotGame.com. This is K-Wing. As always, God bless and happy gaming, and until we meet again, gamers, keep it locked here on GotGame.com.
Raven wins. Resuming mission.